How is Italy silently becoming military superpower? Get ready to be captivated as we reveal Italy's quiet rise to prominence as a military powerhouse. Surprising developments surround Italy's road towards military prowess, from its historical origins to modern improvements. However, how has this Mediterranean country, which is frequently eclipsed by more powerful nations, come to be recognized as a major player on the international scene? Come along for an insightful journey as we reveal the mysteries surrounding Italy's covert military rise. What technological advancements and military strategies have elevated Italy to a prominent position? Prepare to learn the little-known tale of Italy's rise to power and influence on future defense strategies worldwide. An ancient legend states that the twin brothers Romulus and Remus established a small hilltop village in central Italy circa 750 BC. After killing his brother for disobeying a magical superstition, Romulus gave his new city the name Rome in his honor. And Rome was nothing extraordinary during the first few centuries of its existence. It belonged to one of the numerous little kingdoms that the Etruscan civilization ruled across a peninsula, and was present when the preeminent superpowers were Greek city-states like Sparta and Athens. Following the death of Alexander the Great in 323 BC, which created a power vacuum in the Mediterranean, Rome's standing started to increase sharply. However, Rome did not emerge as the undisputed global powerhouse until 146 BC, when Roman general Scipio Aemilianus defeated Carthage during the last siege of the Punic Wars. The Roman Emperor Constantine the Great relocated the capital city to present-day Turkey in the 4th century AD, ending the city's almost 500-year rule. Rome at that time was the most developed society in recorded human history, even surpassing that of ancient Greece. For over a millennium, the technical feats of ancient Rome stood unrivaled in Europe, ranging from their extensive road networks to the renowned aqueducts. For ages, their military strategies and architectural designs were imitated. Their legal system is still extensively applied in many contemporary legal codes today, and the political structure they established has been repeatedly imitated around the globe. It was unthinkable to think of a world without Rome as the preeminent superpower in the early 1st century AD, when Augustus ruled. Still, they were able to make a mess of it. Rome's riches and influence steadily declined as a result of poor leadership, absurd overspending, wasteful warfare, depreciated currency, foolish trade policies, pricing controls, and other factors. Ultimately, barbarian tribes from beyond the Adriatic Sea seized control of all of Italy, leaving the splendor of ancient Rome only found in history books. Then an intriguing event took place. A few Italian city-states started to take center stage in the region when another vacuum in economic strength occurred in the Mediterranean some 1,000 years later. The movement began in Venice, where measures were taken to establish economic freedom and foster an environment in which everyone was willing to take chances and work hard in order to succeed. In medieval Europe, when much of the continent was stuck under the incredibly stupid feudal system, which gave peasants little rights and little opportunities for advancement, this was a radical idea. Venice was a bright beacon of opportunity and freedom that drew in skilled, hardworking individuals from all over the world. It was genuinely the America of its day. Over time, further Italian city-states such as Florence, Genoa, and Pisa gained prominence as well, and Italy found itself back at the forefront of European power and prosperity. Likewise, in the early 1400s, under the reign of Cosimo de' Medici, one of Florence's most influential banking families could hardly have imagined a world in which they were not the dominant superpower. And nevertheless, they were able to make it even worse. History constantly teaches us that no one has the right to be at the top for all time, not even a nation, an empire, or a king. Power and wealth are ever evolving. Furthermore, the most conceited superpowers always think they will endure forever. They just can't fathom living in a world where they aren't the best. Italy is extremely special in this regard because it held the position of preeminent power 2 times in its history, once during the time of ancient Rome and again in the early Renaissance. Due in great part to their own foolishness and errors, they were overshadowed by other emerging powers on both occasions. Throughout history, the globe has witnessed numerous superpowers, including the Ottoman Empire, the Soviet Union, the Mongols, and ancient Egypt. Each and every one of them gradually disappeared, sometimes in a quite haphazard way. It would be completely naive to assume that this won't occur again. To think that things are different this time. Nothing about it is ever different. However, it would be equally ridiculous and paranoid to think that tomorrow morning will bring about some sort of massive historical reset, or that the superpower that is now in the lead will suddenly collapse. These processes require time. Decay takes time to happen. However, it never hurts to take precautionary measures to keep yourself safe from potential threats. For instance, you might not want to retain all of your money and savings in a nation that has amassed the greatest mountain of public debt in history. You might not want to maintain all of your money in your local currency if your central bank's mark-to-market operations render it insolvent. You might not want to maintain all of your assets in your home country if it is a litigious one, where some of the most absurdly frivolous cases can cost millions of dollars. You may want to look into opportunities for a second citizenship based on your heritage if your government regularly suppresses your most fundamental protected liberties in the name of safety and security. You might want to start considering legal ways to lower your tax burden if politicians who support outrageous tax rates and our Bolsheviks who despise individual achievement are becoming powerful. Whatever comes next or doesn't come next, all these theories make logic. Reducing your tax liability, strengthening your defenses against lawsuits, or taking measures to ensure your funds are inflation-proof won't hurt you in any way. But these could be revolutionary remedies if the degradation quickens. And that's the main goal of a solid Plan B. The strategic change of Italy raises problems regarding the wider geopolitical ramifications as its military capabilities develop and grow. The ramifications of Italy's rise to prominence in the military are far-reaching, impacting not only NATO's collective defense posture, but also regional dynamics in the Mediterranean and global security. Italy's part in defining security's future. Italy is positioned to have a significant influence on how international security is shaped as long as it keeps bolstering its armed forces and strengthening ties with other nations. Italy's rise to military dominance, whether via diplomatic efforts, technological advancements, or tactical alliances, presents both opportunities and problems in a world growing more linked and complex. Renaissance of the military. How do you feel? What is the relationship between Italy's military rebirth and its larger foreign policy goals and ambitions to lead the region? What part do joint ventures and strategic alliances play in Italy's efforts to modernize its military and improve its defense capabilities? Effects on alliance dynamics. What potential effects might Italy's changing military posture have on the alliance dynamics in the Euro-Atlantic region and the power dynamics inside NATO? What possible effects might Italy's acquisition of cutting-edge military hardware have on warfare and defense innovation in the future? Making use of current capabilities. Italy has a fairly strong military despite these difficulties. According to the Global Firepower Index, it is ranked in the top 10 worldwide. With a large pool of labor and a wide range of assets in the air, sea, and land domains, Italy has a solid base on which to develop its armed forces in the future and establish its dominance in regional and international security dynamics. Setting out on a modernization path. Beyond simply acquiring new equipment, Italy's military modernization initiatives also include partnerships on the creation of next-generation tanks, the purchase of sophisticated weapons, and the incorporation of cutting-edge technology into its defense systems. Italy wants to quickly become a military superpower of the 21st century, and it intends to do so by utilizing strategic alliances with major players in the sector and in other international arenas. Developing strategic partnerships. Italy's commitment to fortifying strategic partnerships and promoting collaboration with important allies both inside and outside of NATO serves as the foundation for its military aspirations. Italy aims to improve interoperability, intelligence sharing, and collective defense capabilities through cooperative projects and joint initiatives in order to solve shared security concerns and advance regional stability. Purchasing cutting-edge equipment. Modernizing its military is a natural extension of Italy's never-ending search for technological leadership and innovation. Italy is setting itself apart as a leader in military innovation, positioned to influence the direction of warfare and defense capabilities, with projects ranging from the creation of next-generation fighter jets to the incorporation of AI-driven systems and unmanned platforms. Excited to learn how Italy is quietly becoming a military powerhouse? Subscribe now to stay informed and explore the fascinating journey of Italy's rise in military prominence. Gain exclusive access to in-depth analysis and uncover the strategic insights driving Italy's transformation on the global stage.